Thank you so much for listening to this episode of Earrings Off. We want to invite you to subscribe, rate, and leave us a review. You can find us on Facebook at Earrings Off Podcast and on Instagram at The Earrings Off Podcast.
Welcome to Earrings Off. I'm Lou.
And I'm Teresa. Let's get started.
Okay, Teresa, this is our holiday episode. Woo-woo! I tell you, it is such a wonderful time of the year. So what are your thoughts?
Season's greetings?
Really? Season's greetings? I mean, what the hell? Is that it? Really, Teresa, season's greetings. I could have said that. I mean, we talked about this really. Okay, folks, so you see what I'm working with. Teresa's contribution is season's greetings. Okay, well.
I'm sorry.
No
really.
No worries. No worries. Listen, let's just talk about, maybe it'll help if we try to maybe add a little structure to it. Okay. So let's talk about you know what, Teresa, we're still dealing with the virus this year and everything else that's happened, the change in leadership. We got new leadership coming in our state, of course. But even with all of that, a lot of good stuff happened for Earrings Off this year. Yeah.
Absolutely. And you didn't give me a chance to redeem myself.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm happy about the holidays.
Okay. Well, you know, season's greetings, it didn't quite come through, but go ahead. You know,
I love the holidays. I do, and I'm excited about it. I cannot believe the time has flown by.
Oh my goodness!
It seems this pandemic has, I don't know, time is just going by so quickly.
Yeah.
I cannot believe it's Christmas.
Well, I'm gonna tell you.
But I am excited.
Yeah, Teresa, I feel you on that one, because this year it's flown by. I could barely keep up with everything. The days were just full and busy, one right after another. So it's just, what do you think it was because we have been in the pandemic, and you know, as things started to open up a little bit, that we were playing catch up, or did we get overzealous with our schedules? What do you think happened with that?
I cannot explain it. I'm baffled, honestly, because 2020 was the same way. It was a blur. It went by so fast.
But I'm telling you though, Teresa, I think a large part of ours, now that I think about it, you know, we're a 2-person operation, and pretty much, but I'm telling you, that conference, that was your bright idea, and I tried to get out of, and you would not let me off the hook with that. But Teresa, that was once we threw that on the schedule, that just drove everything. Don't you think that was a serious impact?
I do.
Yeah.
I mean, we were living for October, right? And I might add, that is one of the things that we're so grateful for. A successful, sold out women's conference.
Well,
I should say, yes, first annual, which means it's coming again.
Okay. Okay. There we go, folks. But listen, I'm going to concentrate on the 2 words that I heard that meant so much to me. Sold out. I mean, Teresa, we were sweating. We were sweating because, folks, let me tell you some behind the scenes stuff. The hotel, as nice as they were to us, and when we started and the ticket sales weren't quite what we thought coming out the gate, we tried to talk to them and make sure and see, okay, what happens if we pull out of this? And their response, as nice and polite as they could be, was basically, you can do what you want, but you owe us that money. So you would be amazed that once we heard that from them, what Teresa and I were willing to do after that to sell those tickets.
Would you stop airing our dirty laundry?
Well,
you are so relative.
This is the behind the scenes episode, and they need to know how low we'll go for earrings.
Okay, we digress. We're talking about Christmas.
Well, okay, yeah. But I tell you, right, the conference, major great gratitude for that. But let me tell you, what I'm also thankful for, we are now just knocking on the door of over 7,000 downloads. Can you believe that?
Now that is something to celebrate.
Yeah.
Especially, Lou, I'm so grateful for that, especially considering the fact that we don't know what we're doing.
Don't say that. Teresa, don't say that. Now you're talking about it. Now you're airing dirty laundry. And the laundry you're airing.
You're right.
The laundry you're airing is not even true. Okay? Because this is the thing. Teresa, yeah, we do. We have a lot to learn, but Teresa, one thing I'm grateful for is this partnership, because Teresa, we do have things to learn, but do you know how much we've learned already about what we're doing?
Yes.
And if there is something that we believe we need to know or do for Earrings Off, we are all over it. So I tell you, it's just, when I look at those numbers and I see we're almost at 7,000 downloads. And when you and I started this journey, we were excited to get to 100, you know? And one of our episodes, I'm trying to remember the name. I think it's called Don't Touch This. Can't Touch This or something. But anyway, it's one of our earlier episodes. Teresa, we almost have 300 downloads on that one episode. I mean, we're right there. I think we're right now at like 294, 5. We're there. 300 downloads of that one single episode. So people are listening and paying attention and supporting. So I'm thankful for that. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, a great segue into what I'm also grateful for is the guests.
Yeah.
We've had some fantastic speakers.
Amazing.
Fantastic guests to come share their stories, their businesses, their lives with us.
Yeah.
And that is what people are loving and downloading. And we thank you. And we're so grateful that you're listening.
Absolutely. Although she was a guest on an episode, but in addition to doing an episode, she was nice enough to be the keynote speaker at our conference. So we count in that number Rashana Price, who was phenomenal at the conference. We also did an episode with her, but we count her among our guests who made the show so amazing. And so a big thank you for the partnership with Rashana Price.
And a huge drum roll.
Yeah.
For the real number one guests.
All right. Okay.
And they are you and I.
Oh, Teresa. Folks, I never told you she was humble. Okay. She'll never have that said about her. But in this case, she speaks the truth.
Oh my goodness.
Well, you know what? If we don't toot our own horn, who will? Toot, 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 toot.
That's right.
Yeah.
But Lou, should we talking about, well, this isn't even dirty laundry, but it is something that we're very proud of that happened this year. Okay. And that is someone thought so much of us to provide us with a significant anonymous donation. How much did that help us out?
Oh, it pulled us out. It pulled us out. So
that was a blessing.
It was a tremendous blessing. And we are thankful, so thankful for the unexpected support. And it served, the money was desperate. We appreciate the money, of course, but Teresa, what mattered even more to us was just that someone was saying, you know what? I support you, so that meant a lot.
You know what I was thinking is that they see us, they hear us, and they believe in us.
Yeah,
enough to support us. So we were very, very thankful about that because we are not getting paid, folks.
No, I tell you, folks. But again, if we told you about the behind the scenes, if we told you about the behind the scenes finances, that would be airing our dirty laundry. So we're not doing that.
We're not doing that.
But Teresa, another blessing and another point for us to be grateful is just that we added the marketing intern, Teresa, to our team. And she has been amazing, along with our core marketing director, Maddie, who has never left us and continues to be engaged and supportive. Between the two of them, when we said we need help marketing, specifically the conference or anything else we come up with, those two ladies have been amazing. Teresa and I, we change things sometimes at the last minute. We can send a late email and say, listen, we want this up first thing in the morning. And as soon as we send the email, no matter what time, they are on it, responding, and it's done. And so for that kind of support, that helps make earrings off run. That's something that we don't have to worry about. So that too is something that we are very grateful for.
Yes, absolutely. Lil, I want to digress a minute. Can we go back and talk a little bit about Christmas?
Okay.
I want to ask you a question.
Okay.
What's your favorite Christmas song?
Ooh. Now, wait a minute. My favorite Christmas song. Teresa, I'm going to have to think about that. My favorite. What's yours?
The one song that I hear when Christmas... Oh, you thought of one, did you?
Yeah, I thought of one that I like a lot, which is "Oh Come All You Faithful." I just love that.
Ooh,
yeah.
I do too.
Yeah.
I love that song. But the one song that really kicks the season off for me is the Christmas song, Nat King Cole.
Oh yeah, okay.
Chestnuts roasting on an open fire.
It was singing. Okay, all right. Yeah, okay, so that's yours. Okay, but I said, "Oh come on, you faithful," because I love songs like that.
Oh, yeah. Silent Night.
Oh yeah.
That.
No, and I love the little
attempt to sing that.
I love the little drummer boy. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
I like that, but I don't love it. But
okay,
yeah,
I love that. But I love the Temptations version of Silent Night as well. So yeah.
Well,
going back old school.
That's what we hear in this house starting the day after. Well, after Thanksgiving dinner, it's all the old school Christmas.
You start that early?
We do. What about this just triggered in my mind. What about a family tradition that you have to, that kicks off the season for you? What is that?
Okay. This will require me airing dirty laundry, but I'm doing it all for the show. Our holiday tradition is me pulling out all of my stuff and my husband saying, "Oh, okay, so we're doing this again this year." Okay, all right. Like at some point I'm gonna grow up or give it up. And no, I don't care. I pull it all out, put stuff everywhere. So looks like the Fred Sanford show sometimes. I go a little overboard. So that's just tradition. Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, I do. We decorate. Well, we scaled back a lot last year because I mean, literally, we would have 3 trees, but we only did one last year.
Yeah.
Um,
See,
what?
I'm telling you,
Yeah, and so
I see people with all of the trees, and that's a lot of work. I can barely do one. I can barely do
well,
one. That's a
it's a
lot of work.
lot. It's a lot of work, but it's a competition in the
Oh,
house
okay.
where, and I said three, it's four of us, so it's generally four. We each have a tree,
Yeah.
and we decorate, and then we have people who come over tell us who has the best tree, and we get
Oh,
points. Like, and
okay.
then there's a winner, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So we did that. We didn't do that in 2020. We did that in 2019 and before. So
Yeah.
we didn't do it in 2020. Like I said, we only did the one tree, and we did it in the family room, and I absolutely loved it because I have to spend time around each tree, right?
Oh.
And I have to, so I have a sitting, something where I can sit near wherever the trees are to spend time. So all of the time, we talked about the fireplace. So turning in the family room, having the fireplace going, and the tree, that was really, really nice last year. So
Mm.
hopefully, I mean, we'll likely do that again. But you talk about it being a lot of work. Well, it
Mhm.
is.
Yeah.
So much so that my tree generally is up either the day after Thanksgiving or the week after Thanksgiving, depending on if we travel.
Mhm.
And then it remains up until the next Jesus holiday, which is
Well,
Easter.
let me tell you, this is, you can't say this is a tradition, but sadly, this happens to me every Christmas. So I'm going to share. Every Christmas, I am just mesmerized by people's houses with the lights and how they're decorated, and I love it so. It just puts joy in my heart to see that. And I always think, okay, next year I'm gonna pay for a service to do the lights because I just before I die, I want my house decorated like that. And this happens faithfully every year. I do my research, I call a company, and when they tell me the cost, I decide maybe I don't need the lights as much as I thought I did. I, I console myself by driving by other people's homes. It's just not the same, but it's just where I am. I do it faithfully every year. So that's
Oh,
sort
that's
of a
so
tradition.
funny.
It's a
You know
sad
what?
tradition, but it happens faithfully every year. So there you have it, folks. So anyway,
That is so funny.
it's true. It's true. I do it. And I think, really, no, not going to be able to do that. Maybe I'll work it in next year. And the next year I get all hyped, but I start early and I think maybe I'll just pay on it or something. Do they have layaway decorating services? Lighting services. I don't know. I'm gonna have to check on that. But there you have it. That's
Lou,
my tradition here.
Lou, that is the funniest thing I've ever heard. That is so
That's
funny.
that's the tradition that
That's
I'm
so
living
funny.
with. But folks,
But the decorations are beautiful.
they
So
are.
I
I love them
I
so. I love
am
them.
walking as of lately, with the weather being a bit warm. I think people are getting a little ahead with their decorations. There are several houses
Oh,
that have
Patricia.
already decorated their yards. It's
Patricia,
amazing.
you just made me think of something. It's never too late. So Teresa, when I leave this earth, and when you are still here, if you're still here, just put that on my coffin. Just light it up for me. Put it on there. Make them blink and everything. Just line them all around. Just
Lou.
let them blink, because Lou
I
never
hope-
got that when she was here to enjoy it. And this is what she wants. I want my coffin lit up with blinking lights. Okay, there we have it.
Oh,
There you go.
my goodness. Well, you know what? If your family is listening, I want y'all to hear me, Brown family. Lou requested it. Do not beat me up. And she's my friend, and I'm honoring
That's
her
right.
request.
I want those blinking lights. Okay. But folks, I tell you what we want for you from Earrings Off. We want to encourage everyone during the holidays, and really always, to be kind to yourself, to just extend kindness and grace to others. And please take a minute, sit back. It doesn't matter if it's all not done just the way you imagine. Just enjoy the holidays.
Right. And that really doesn't even take money.
Yeah.
Yeah. It doesn't, you don't have to go out and spend anything. Just be kind to yourselves and others, extending grace.
Yeah. And it doesn't even take flashing lights. You're right.
It doesn't. Our wish for you for 2022 is that you remain well physically and mentally, and that you continue to engage with Earrings Off. Take good care.